Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It's Kobe Bryant bringing him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts to throw. And this throw's going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist. A good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Man in motion, out of the slot. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he's caught, he's got ground. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nuts and 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
Lemon's got it, left side. And give him the 1st down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he stopped. Well, he was happy to take a backseat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock, but we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce...
Oh, they try the lateral. It's a live ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Has some space inside the 15. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 4th this season. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. The right side hauled in by Kmet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he picks up 20 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Bears 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Now you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Williams to throw on 2nd. Throw left side finds Burden. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They got the 1st down.
It just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are unmoving.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You're going to run here. Kyle Monangai. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The shotgun to give to Swift. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy that 1st down at the 30.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
I said, are you gonna be my girl?
The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. They go with Monangai here. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And that's going to earn Chicago the 1st down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving. Brock pounding it forward, send an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Williams. That's caught by Burden. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Williams set to pass. Brought in. And in. Touchdown, Chicago. Sam Roush, his first career touchdown on his first career catch. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. They answer in kind. We're tied 7-0. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Tyler Gordon coming hot on the corner blitz. 4 sacks in that win last week, and now they've got one here.
3rd and 13.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Here's Hurts. From the pressure again, and again he goes down. Javon Dexter. And now it is 4th and 17. The Eagles are in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. To the ground, it's Monangai. No luck there, ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. Running with Swift out of the gun. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Get 22 out of that play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Run it with Monangai. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Working inside the red zone. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now here's Williams. And he gets home. Touchdown Bears. Luther Burden from 10 yards out. Santos now for the extra point.
Milo Santos lining up for the extra point.
This attempt is up and it is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Eagles 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, Britton Covey. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that is good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. From the pistol, Hurts. He brushed him off with ease. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
On second down, Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped before the marker, but nice job. 9 yards on that catch and run, Brock. It's third and short.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Third and just 2 to go. Motioning the tight end now. Hurts with it on third and short. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith. That is number 30 in his NFL career. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Thomas on the return. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Santos now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Eagles 14. Santos to kick off.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Covey now to return this. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Now Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Pass complete to Devontae Smith.
A second touchdown through the air for Brock, an independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. Doing that work on the practice field. We know him before the game. But when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Here's Thomas on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now a second down throw for Williams. Short pass brought in. And they've got a first down. Give them a gain of 13 on that previous play. About a lot of the scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Williams. To the middle, that's snared by Burton. And a good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Williams to throw. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down. Here's Swift. Pushing for the red zone. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
6 more yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll dial up the zone read on first and 10. Yeah, get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Handoff running right, here's Swift. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up first and goal. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Williams will look to throw. Caught out wide. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, the second score that he has brought in this season. Santos' extra point is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Covey now to return this. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now it looks like no last-second heroics here. He takes a knee. Time's going to expire in our opening half of play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. One play action. Williams. And let's go. Left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during the game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play and put so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Williams. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You've got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To throw is Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they're able to get to him before he becomes a real threat for that first down. Damage limited to 7. It is 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
And the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
On 2nd down, here's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Had it for a second, but the hit broke up the catch, and now it's 3rd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back, wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that sets up an Eagles first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's Montez Sweat who took him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down, Hurts. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Hurts looking to throw. And they come up empty on that third down. It would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is fourth down. Punting unit out now. Braden Mann will kick it away. That's taken on the 7. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. That's going to give the Bears the first down.
Yeah. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Now, if he has taken this entire drive himself so far, Brock, some assists, of course, from the guys up in front of him.
He'd be the first to give him credit, but he also knows when you get this going on the ground, it just sets the table for everything else.
Manan guy with it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running behind center with Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Williams set to pass. Complete right side. Burton has it. And good presence there by the defense, containing that to the short field. Only 2 yards picked up. He is well away from the marker. It's 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's Hurts throwing on second. Right side complete to Lemon. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that is good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 here for Hurts. Completing 80% of his passes here in this one. 12 of 15 now and counting. He'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go to Barkley again. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of game. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's Hurts. Completed to his running back. They're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
First and 10 from the 43. They send a man in motion. They go play fake with Hurts. Sheds off a rusher. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They kick the running back in motion. Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be forced out there. Play gains about 7. And that sets up an Eagles first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First down, a run with Barkley. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third and 4 coming up now. From the pistol, Hurts. No luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is 4th down. Now, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Buck. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Pass complete to Goddard. And that will be a 1st down. He had to have it, and he got it. This drive continues.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get a 1st down.
He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. This is good. So this game now hanging on every possession, Brock, just like we like it. We're tied up here in the 4th.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Luther Burden. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now here's Williams. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They pitch it to him. Escapes a defender. And he picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
Throwing on 2nd. Hurts. And that one's incomplete. He got muscled off the ball there. That's going to bring up 3rd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
This one's caught. Smith has it. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Eagles pushing to get within range for a game winner. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Again, it's Bigsby. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that is good for an Eagles 1st down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They run it again with Bigsby. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down.
Just go ahead, go right back to that well and go get that same result. Now, back-to-back 5-yard gains on the ground. That's about as simple a way to move the chains as you'll get.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. A very short kick here from the right hash. That one is good! And he drills the chip shot to win them this game! So the Eagles will fly out of here with the road win. Man, they were facing